shut up that. Shut down or shut up that. Alright, may I have somebody to go and turn off, that's the right word, okay. Alright, turn off or shut it up or shut it down. It depends what kind of word you want me to use. Alright, off na lang na. Alright, that's good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just like what I said before, we are the ones in control, so the rest are still up, so they have to be late. So everybody, if you want to move on right here, you want to move, sir, or you're okay there? Everybody got closer anyway, so it's good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to have Mr. Rino Solberg, the #1 motivator in Norway, and of course, joining forces with the famous Philippine celebrity. Sino nagsabing famous? You? Joining me today for the first time in a motivational seminar in Manila. So I'll put a big hand for Mr. Rino Solberg.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
That's good. Well, welcome to this show with me and Mystica'S. And this is going to be something different when it comes to motivation, because actually what I'm going to do here today is I'm going to give you 10 keys to motivation, to self-motivation. If you take one of these keys and use them, you'll be motivated. If you take all 10 of them, you'll be motivated for life. Is there anybody here who would like to be motivated for life?
Yes.
That's good to hear. And you came to the right place. First, normally I'm asking a few questions. And is it okay that if I ask you a question, point that you have to come here and answer?
Yes.
Oh, nobody liked that. Okay, then we change it. We're going to do it otherwise. When I ask a question, there's only two answers, yes or no. And everybody's answering at the same time. Is that okay?
Yes.
Oh, you know how to use the already. That's good. Let me start with the first question.
Like I said, it's yes or no. And you just scream out.
Very quickly. Something wrong with this. Okay. Just scream it out very quickly. Yes or no. Are people lazy?
No.
No.
What was the question?
What are people lazy?
What are people lazy?
Are people lazy? Are they lazy?
No. Yes. No.
Well, I'm happy. You know, normally when I ask that question, half of the people will say yes, and half of the people will say no. I'm happy that at least most of you said no, because actually,
No people are actually lazy.
and you know why? The way I see it is,
Let me ask you.
you got it? Okay, let me see. If I went out here and took the lousiest, laziest looking person in Manila here,
And you said,
this is the most lazy looking one. If I brought him to a place and I gave him,
let's say, one.
is this better? Is this better? It's much better. Much better. Much better. Well, you know, it's okay. Now it's better anyway. If you can keep it up, I'll be happy. Well, if I took the most lazy looking one and I brought him in and I gave him $10,000 and told him to dig a hole 1 by 1 by 1 meter in 1 hour, do you think he would look lazy after that? I don't think so. I think if I gave him a shovel and said, 1 hour, you make it, you get $10,000. I don't think he would look lazy. He'll be digging, sweating, and really doing a good job. He'll be motivated, isn't it?
Yes.
Absolutely. And that's what we want to know. Motivation is something actually that comes from within each person.
They don't like me, I think.
Well, I think it's the way you have to have motivation coming from inside. Nobody can actually motivate you unless you want to yourself. So I would like to start, just tell you that motivation, if you look at the dictionary, in the dictionary, motivation says it's a feeling of inspiration from inside. It comes when you have something what we call, that's going to be the first key I'm going to write for you. I hope you're going to see it over there. But it is actually, you have to have a motive. When you have a motive to action, then you really are motivated. Let me ask you a question. How many of you have ever been in love before? Can I see your hand?
Love, yeah.
In love, yeah. Okay. Well, I have to put both my hands on. Okay. Now you see, if you remember when you were in love last time, I can guarantee you were motivated. You knew what you wanted, and you really wanted to go for it. And when you are motivated towards something you love, it's incredible what you are able to see, to say, and to do. You will really go for it because you will love to have it, isn't it? So that's the motivation from inside. And some of you, when you are in love, you are so motivated, so you say something that you regret for many years later. And that's dangerous. So be sure that you have the motivation towards the right thing. Anyone who doesn't have a motivation does not have a goal in life. If you want to be motivated, you need to have something that you really want to have. I'm sure some of you have gotten an education. You said, I want to have an education, I want to do this, I want to do that. Have any of you done sports? Any sports? People here? Nobody. Have you done any sports? Well, I've done sports. I used to be a boxer. So, you know, I knew that when I really wanted that, I need to be motivated. If not, they will beat me up. And that's important to have their motivation from inside. My motive was, of course, to be the best I could, not to be beaten up. That was a good motive. And then you can fight. So motivation has to come from inside yourself, and it must be directed towards something you would like to be, have, or do. Unless you have that, you will not be motivated. Have any of you really been down and felt lousy and not had any power sometimes? The reason is simply because you don't have the motivation needed. You don't really have the goal. So next time you get down or depressed, look in yourself in the mirror and check it out, because you have lost your goal. You need to have, that is the most important in order to have any motivation. And you need to have that feeling from inside that you want to do something with your life. Is that understood?
Yes.
Let me then go to the next point, which is actually even more important. When you have a goal, when you finally have found something you would like to do, then you need to be what we call an optimist. How many optimists are here? Let me see your hand. Oh my God, there's some. Does it mean that the rest of you are pessimists? Oh, that's good. Well, you know, there is a difference between a pessimist and an optimist. And the difference is simply, can you try to keep it up? Keep it at one level. An optimist, he sees a possibility. Can I help him? You want to take this one? Okay, take it. Much better? I lost everything. Not open. See the music on me. Hello? Yes? It's better now? It's okay? You want me to sing? Well, that's me today. I can dance and not sing. Well, I can keep on doing this. I like it. I get used to it now.